Thanks for joining us for the Purdue University CME Group Ag Economy Barometer survey results from the April 2022 survey. I'm Jim Mintert, Director of the Purdue Center for Commercial Agriculture, and I'm going to share with you the highlights of this month's survey. The Ag Economy Barometer rose slightly this month to a reading of 121, up from 113 last month, but that still leaves the barometer well below where it was this time last year when the reading was at 178. There was a modest uptick in both the index of current conditions and the index of future expectations, but again, those indices both remain well below where they were this time last year. The Farm Financial Performance Index improved significantly this month to a reading of 95. That's up compared to 87 last month and 83 in both January and February. So producers are starting to feel somewhat better about their farm's financial situation in 2022 compared to 2021. The Farm Capital Investment Index, however, did not improve. It stayed at 36. That's the lowest reading we've ever had on the Farm Capital Investment Index. And over 40% of the producers in this month's survey continue to say that purchase plans are being impacted by low farm machinery inventory levels. The Long-Term Farmland Value Expectation Index declined to a reading of 141 this month. That's down 5 points compared to last month when the reading was 146. And the index is down about 13% compared to its peak last fall when the reading was at 161. Farmers continue to experience difficulty obtaining inputs to plant the 2022 crop. This month, 11% of the producers in the survey said that they had received notice from an input supplier that the supplier would be unable to deliver inputs they had already purchased for use in the 2022 crop season. And the top problem cited by farmers was herbicides, followed by farm machinery parts, fertilizer, and insecticides. Farmers continue to tell us that their top concern for their farming operation in the year ahead is higher input cost, followed by availability of inputs, with almost 20%, roughly 1 in 5 producers in the survey, telling us they're concerned about the availability of inputs. We continue to ask farmers about what impact the war in Ukraine is going to have on U.S. agriculture, and producers continue to tell us that the number one concern they have is the impact on input prices, especially fertilizer. In this month's survey, we asked producers to look ahead to the 2023 crop season and ask them what change they expect to see in input prices for the 2023 crop compared to 2022. 36% of the producers in this month's survey said they expect to see 2023 input prices rise by 10% or more, and 21% said they expect to see an input price rise of 20% or more, and that's on top of the very large price increases experienced for the 2022 crop. That wraps up the highlights for this month's Ag Barometer survey. You can obtain a copy of their complete report with all the details at purdue.edu/agbarometer, and you can also learn more about the details in this month's results on our podcast, the Purdue Commercial AgCast podcast, which is available on the Center for Commercial Agriculture's website, purdue.edu/commercialag. On behalf of the Center for Commercial Agriculture, I'm Jim Mintert. Thanks for joining us.